I remember when I was just starting my journey, I had to block some people from my Instagram because I knew, like, in fact, then it wasn't even so clear. Maybe now, like, there are a lot of people that are, like, content creators. You're seeing a lot of people that are influencers. It's now like people can see like it's a career path. Back then in 2018, thereabouts, when I started putting out content, when I started sharing stuff, there was really nobody, at least in my immediate circle, that was doing it. And it seemed like, I was always sharing my stuff. I was always telling my gist, and it's very counterintuitive, especially when you're a black person like me and you're from Nigeria. Our culture is to like hide things, not to share things. But I just knew that, because I'm a believer, right? I just knew that that was what I was supposed to do in my life. So I just started sharing. And I remember then I started on my WhatsApp stories. I will block my dad. Daddy, sorry if you're watching this. So I'll block my dad. I'll block my mom. I'll block maybe our pastors or something, just so like I could express myself. And there were actually times that they reached out and they were like, "Oh, like you posted this," and to be honest, I just really didn't care. Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Folashade Daini, and I share everything you need to start, grow, and monetize your business as a content creator living in Canada. In this video, I would be sharing mindset blocks that stops people from creating content. But just before we get into it, don't forget to like this video. For some reason, YouTube needs you to actually like the video so that I can push it out to more people. So please like the video and turn on your notifications because I just have so much content in store for you. Okay, so now let's get into it. The first mindset block is caring what people think about you. I get it like all the time. People always sending me messages. How do I overcome the fear of cringe? What family members will say? What people will say? What if like it feels embarrassing to start? My dear, why? Why do you care? Why do you care what people would say? I remember when I was just starting my journey, I had to block some people from my Instagram because I knew, like, in fact, then it wasn't even so clear. Maybe now, like, there are a lot of people that are, like, content creators. You're seeing a lot of people that are influencers. It's now like people can see like it's a career path. Back then in 2018, thereabouts, when I started putting out content, when I started sharing stuff, there was really nobody, at least in my immediate circle, that was doing it. And it seemed like, I was always sharing my stuff. I was always telling my gist, and it's very counterintuitive, especially when you're a black person like me and you're from Nigeria. Our culture is to like hide things, not to share things. But I just knew that, because I'm a believer, right? I just knew that that was what I was supposed to do in my life. So I just started sharing. And I remember then I started on my WhatsApp stories. I will block my dad. Daddy, sorry if you're watching this. So I'll block my dad. I'll block my mom. I'll block maybe our pastors or something, just so like I could express myself. And there were actually times that they reached out and they were like, "Oh, like you posted this," and to be honest, I just really didn't care. And now, that everything is growing. I'm not where I want to be at, like 100%, but they can see that I was right all along. Why am I sharing this? I'm telling you that your destiny is in your hands. It's not in someone else's hands. So the fact that, what people are going to say, what if it feels cringe? Someone asked me this, and on Twitter I was like, embarrassment is the cost of entry. And it's okay. It's okay to start. It's okay for people to see you trying. It's okay for people to see you, attempting. I know that in the initial days, when you just have 10 followers, 50 followers, 100 followers, it might seem very cringe. But it's just for a matter of time. And you'll be a beginner forever. And the crazy thing, whether or not you start today or you start 10 years time, that time will still pass. So why not just start already and, you would have grown so much in that period. So that's my response to the whole cringe, what people will think, the whole embarrassment thing. Embarrassment is the cost of entry. There's only so much you can do about that. In fact, you need to think about it. So because of someone else's opinion, something that can maybe retire you from your 9 to 5, something that will give you fulfillment. Because of that, you now not do it. And the crazy thing is that even the people you are worried about, tomorrow they can carry their camera and start creating content. You now be wishing that, oh, you did it when you were supposed to. Anyway, that's on that. And closely related to it is another thing. I've had like some of my friends who are just starting out as content creators, that they'll be like, oh, their friends are not sharing their posts, or like family members are not even engaging, like the people you think will support you the most. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me clearly when I say this. Your family members and your friends are not your target audience. In fact, if anybody is going to find your content cringe, it will be your family members, it will be your close friends, because they know you, they've seen you finish. right? So don't get upset if they're not sharing your videos. What you should do, if you're starting out on Instagram or TikTok, you might want to keep your private page private, right? Keep your private page, you can keep your personal page private and start a new one for this content that you want to start creating. So that way there is no obligation. You're not wishing that, oh, maybe your brother shares it or your sister shares it. But you know, the beautiful thing is that eventually when it picks up and it will, that's when they will not start sharing and they will not start farming you. But in the meantime, just don't pay it any mind if they don't share, because they are not your target audience. Then the third thing I want to mention, and it's very important that all these things, I know that they are not the actual steps, but they are mind blocks. And I've seen it like practically block people from creating content. So it is not the how to, but they are mind blocks that we need to shift so that you can get the how to. And that's why I'm taking my time with these things. Then the third thing is that it is okay to copy. See this one. This is a hill I can live on, because me, I will not die. I'm a Yoruba woman. I'm a Nigerian mother. I will not die but live in. I will not live but wait. I will not die but live in Jesus' name, in the land of the living. Yes, but this hill, I'm willing to live on it. Is that it is okay to copy. The fact that your friend or someone you know is already creating the type of content that you want, that does not mean you should not do it. See, if it wasn't okay to copy, why do we have Prime Video and Netflix and Apple TV? Apple is already doing like Netflix. So imagine they say, Netflix is doing it, oh, if you now do it, it will not be like we copied them. It's okay to copy, right? If someone is doing a type of content that you like and you know that, oh, you can speak to it, don't not create because they'll say, you are copying. See, there is one thing that makes your content, that the content you create, unique, no matter if 1 million billion people have created it before, and that is you, your unique set of experiences, your education, your outlook on life, the way you can tell stories. Nobody can tell that story like you. So what you want to make sure is that, oh, you're not now saying, oh, because somebody has created this content or someone is this known food creator, or people are saying that, oh, there are too many food creators, the only food people can create. No, do it in your own way, and there will just be something that draws people to you. It might be your personality, it might be your face, it might be the way your eyebrow is shaped, it might be the way you just tell your stories. That thing that makes you you. So don't let that stop you from creating content because someone else is doing it. I mean, there is Coke, there is Pepsi. Some people will prefer Coke. So imagine the Pepsi company says, because there is now Coke, they will not now do. I mean, I think you get my point already. Now, the final thing, and I'm speaking to the mindset blocks now. As said, I've shared about 4 or 5 mindset blocks that you need to get out of the way so that you can start your influencer journey. The final thing is that it is okay to first make it work and then make it beautiful. See, your problem is that you want your first video to look like Aproko Doctor Zone. You want your first video that you're ever creating to look like Omono Zone. Meanwhile, these people have been creating content for years. So it's okay if your first content or your first video or your first picture or your first thread doesn't come out as great or doesn't get as many likes or shares, because it actually takes time. So this is a principle that I apply in my life, and you guys will see it. I have a podcast that I started. We did not have mic. We shot it in my living room. We didn't have a lot of things, but my mantra for life, generally, when it comes to career and growth, is first make it work. After that, then you can make it beautiful. You can only improve on things that you have even started in the first place. I'm not saying like let your content be totally shoddy. If you have a phone, you're good to go. I remember when I even started, I didn't have a tripod. I just had my Techno phone. It was broken at the back, but I mean, broken camera still record, just like broken crayon still color. So what I'm saying is that first make it work. Once you have this mindset and you're not looking at, getting engagements like people that started years ago, like Jackie Aino, or any of these like known or Jalisa, or any of these like known influencers, then you know that you are just starting. It's okay. It will get beautiful as time goes on. And someone was like, like content creators are not being honest. You just tell people to start, but people don't really engage with content that isn't like that is low quality. And my response to it was this, right? And that like these content creators, you guys have above average lifestyles, but you're telling people to just start. That maybe that where I'm living, maybe there is a goat in the background. And my response to it is this: the quality of the content is just not the camera that I was shooting. Have you seen those old videos that they post on Twitter or even TikTok? The camera can even be shaking. The background might not be nice, but the content in itself, right? The story is engaging, or something is happening, in that video that keeps you glued, even though the quality is not great. So what I told, it was a tweet and I just responded to it. What I said was, yes, it's true that low quality content does not get as much engagement, but quality is not in the quality of the phone or the equipment you're using alone. It is also in the quality of the content. So if you don't have like the resources like a camera setup or a phone setup, to create the kind of content that you see from your faves. Focus on the creator that you are becoming. Take your eyes off the likes, the shares, and the engagement. Focus on your ability to tell stories, your ability to edit, your ability to bring things together. And if you don't allow that discourage you, in due time, you will see your growth. So focus on the creator you are becoming. And you know what? When you guys start creating your videos on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, tag me. One of my greatest delights is supporting content creators, and you guys can attest to it. When I see your content, when I see you putting in the work, I just reshare it to my stories because more people deserve to see and your work deserves to be recognized. I really hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like. For some reason, it really helps the algorithm like push the video out to more people. More people want to become content creators and influencers like you. So please like, turn on your notifications. I have so much content for you guys this year to help you start to grow and monetize your business as a content creator, especially content creators living outside the country. How do you get brand deals? How do you get speaking engagements? How do you make money? How do you get a 9 to 5 with your content skills? I have so much in store for you guys this year, and I just can't wait to share it. So don't forget to turn on your notifications and like this video so that YouTube can share it with more people. Thank you guys. Bye.